Hi everyone, I am Tara, aka Spirit Mother. Welcome to my channel, YouTube. It's Spirit to Spirit Teachings of Within Self, and on TikTok, it is 1974 Enlightened Soul. The other day, I told somebody that I was going to come on live the other night, and I didn't. I've had a lot going on, a lot of going within, and soul searching and looking through the shadows of myself and what have you. Today I'm talking about why do people cheat on each other? As I said many times, I talk about a lot of harder topics that people don't like to talk about or they don't like to hear. I get people that come on my TikTok channel and they ask me if they're going to get back with their partner or if their partner is cheating on them or what have you. And I can tell right now, like there is a part talking about why do people cheat on each other. I can feel that there's energies that don't want me talking about this. And the reason they don't want me to talk about it is because the truth hurts. Okay. And because they're like even one of the ones that have been cheated on. And the reason a lot of people cheat on each other is because it's not really the right relationship. There's something missing in the relationship, and it'll pertain to intimacy, or like there's abuse, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual abuse. There's like trying to hold each other underfoot, and this goes for a masculine or a feminine energy because they both can be very manipulative. It's not a matter of taking sides. Hi, welcome in. And when I step back because I cheated on someone. And the reason why I cheated on them is because I wasn't getting the intimacy. I wasn't getting the compassion, the understanding. I wasn't receiving the loyalty that I was giving out. The reason I brought this topic forward today is because I went for a drive with somebody. It was actually my ex-husband. And he says like, oh, she goes on here and she talks about me and stuff like that. It's like, yes, because we are put back in the same vicinity because there's so much that needs to be sorted out because these two spirits that have been feuding, that have been hurting, okay? And it's a feminine energy that has been suppressed. And a masculine energy will suppress them because it's that part of when you actually hear, they'll say that a masculine men like to sow their oats, and this person will actually tell me about it. I've had a lot of anger and hurt and frustration towards this person because they made a vow, for better or worse, and they said that I broke the vow. Well, I didn't break the vow. I cheated on them because they broke the vow because they said love and cherish, and they didn't love and they didn't cherish, but they want loyalty. They want to be cherished. They want somebody to bow to them, and this is more of a masculine in a sense. But when you become both balanced with your masculine and your feminine, you're able to have love for yourself, and then you're able to show love to others. This person, and I say like, I'm going to be honest, okay? We talk about the Father, amen, what have you, okay? And they say like raw, what have you, okay? Think of it this way, okay? Raw, okay? Scaring you, intimidation, and it's like being glorified, thinking that it's the only superior. Well, I'm here to say we are all sons because the stars, we are all stars. So if we are all stars, then we are all sons in ourselves. Love is supposed to be the guide. The heart is the guide. But when there's a lack of respect, or one wants to be superior over the other, you get that cheating. It's a form of, it could be represented as a form of control, a form of manipulation. Because we can't blame somebody, like, I can't blame him for me cheating on him. It's more of a circumstance. Because it was more of that, okay, did this person really love me? Or because last night when we were driving, I was actually talking to this person and I was trying to express how I felt and why I was so angry with them. They did. Plugged their ears. Didn't want to hear. And then when I said about like love and that, this person said that they don't love nobody. Okay? That to me, because okay, you have the father, but you have the stepfather, the one that proceeds to want to say that they're the father. But any father that hurts their child, any mother that hurts their child, or anyone that hurts one another for control, it's like, really? I was actually like, because really, like, I don't worship the Father. I don't worship the Son. I look to the Mother for the guidance because I was reading and I have an article looked up, okay? And it says in there about the eyes being ripped out. And it says that the eye is feminine. And when we when I cheated, it was because I was showing total disrespect and I was looking for the love. I was looking for the that I wasn't getting. And in all honesty, I don't care whose mother likes me, I don't care whose father likes me, because I know I'm a good person. And when we went somewheres in 2009, we were staying at this woman's place that I had worked for when I was up in the province. We were staying there, and I was very ill. I couldn't stay awake, and I was downstairs. Tried talking to this person. Yeah, I tried talking to them. And I was left downstairs in the dark because the light switch was at the top of the stairs and I could barely move. There's hardly ever around. He was sitting upstairs with her, drinking, smoking dope, buying her microwaves, buying her paint, taking her places, buying her this and buying her that. I care about him, I love him, but I hate him at the same time. So we're being honest about it. And he had the audacity to talk about other people. He had the audacity to talk about my youngest son's father, the way that I was treated then. But hey, like I told them, you're no fucking better than that person. You're actually worse because you made a vow to me. And when I wanted to leave this person's house, he was irate with me. And this woman, she told me, I could have fucked your husband, but this person said they couldn't. But still wonder whether they're telling the truth or not, because I was down in a dark room and they were out drinking and smoking dope with this person and everything like that. So, do I have suspicions? Yes. Do I care if they cheated on me now? No, because I told them. I was honest with them and I told them what I did. And then they told me that if I ever left them, they were going to make my life a living hell. Well, they lived up to it because that's what they've been doing. And I've still continued to see good in them. It's like the series Once Upon a Time, and you have Rumpelstiltskin, which is considered the dark one or gold or what have you, and you have Belle. She sees the good in him, but to him, his ignorance, greed, and power is more important to him than love. So when they said last night that they love nobody, it's like, okay, when you go back and you look at Gaia and Uranus, okay, Gaia was mentally abusive, very mentally abusive. And it was said, like with regards to Adam and Eve, it was said that Eve was the one, but it was actually Adam. Because Adam, like, when the hurting started, Gaia was having children. It was said that Gaia had Uranus, or had Cronus cut off Uranus's testicles. Well, it's to believe, like, okay, because then it was said that Cronus raped the mother. And I actually had an experience where it was like I was taken on the spirit realm and I was raped by two beings. And I actually came out of it and I had sperm within me. And like Set said that Set had intercourse with Horus. Horus woke up and Set was having intercourse. Okay, I know I'm going back because this is what we're doing. We're trying to sort through all the stuff. And I'm still trying to sort through a lot of stuff. Do I have respect for a man who or for someone who treats somebody like that? No, I don't. So if I was treating somebody like that, I had more respect for myself. But every time I tried to talk to this person, I was the problem. I was nagging. But I wasn't nagging. See, the thing is, we're told that we sign up for something. We come in and sign up for something. Well, I didn't sign up for this. Because the masculine screwed over the feminine. And then the masculine wonders why the feminine really wants to fuck them up. Because I'm very connected with spirit. And I know that I have spirits that come forward that really just want to have at it. And I'm the one that's got to hold it. Because it wants to make me look bad. Like I'm the dangerous one. And I just want to live in peace. I just want to live and bring things forward to people. The healing, the dancing, the love, the compassion, the joy, the family, not suppressing people. It all became a form of control, like you abused your power. And you hurt women and children because you didn't want somebody being superior over you. This is spirit to spirit. That's why you're in hiding. And you're hiding behind a woman and you say about the fucking news. You're the one hiding behind the women and children. May look crazy, I may look delusional or what have you, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Because I know I'm not. I know what I'm experiencing. The animal kingdom. The male wants to freaking kill the babies because it's a threat to them. Like nobody's supposed to know nothing. Nobody knows nothing person. I said that one day I'd like to have something for myself and and know one day I will be wealthy and abundant. And it doesn't have to be like wealthy and money all the time. But this person says they got no money, but I can beg to differ because I think you were truly fucking bought. Because it says in there that like those or one was actually the one that was basically paid to bring the eye back. The feminine. The same person wants loyalty but shows no loyalty. The same person says about friends, you know that you have a true friend when you die and they haven't fucked you over. Well, like I have to say, how many people have you fucked over? Because the one person that has been loyal to you, you don't deserve their fucking loyalty. You don't deserve anybody's loyalty because you're not loyal to nobody. You just figure that everybody should do stuff for you, and then you do something for other people. Well, it's only because you want to be glorified. You want to throw pennies to people. And nobody's supposed to get ahead of you. Because if they do, well, you just want to fucking beat them down. You want to tell them that they're nothing but a worthless piece of shit. You want to laugh at them like a fucking narcissistic person. And then say, oh, well, I'm not narcissistic. Oh, yeah, you are. When somebody's telling you their feelings and you fucking laugh at them. It's like this person tells me They told me the other day because I was like telling them set fucking boundaries, and you're setting boundaries on the wrong person. You're setting boundaries on the person that's trying to help you, and other people are telling you the same fucking thing. But you know, what is it? Yourself that you did that, like you're not like yourself. You're defending yourself. You're defending your own fucking actions. You're told that certain person is violent, and you defend it, and then say to me about like if you got hurt, it would be your own fault because I'm standing up for myself. Or they wanted to rip my head off. Well, hey, wait a minute. Holy shit, man. Back in 2020, when this all started, you did try to rip my fucking head off because you tried to twist it off. You tried to gouge my eyes out. You tried to rip my heart out. You tried to rip my heart out, tear off my rib and tear me apart. It's like you abuse people, and then when shit comes back on you, you don't fucking like it. You play victim when you're the fucking victimizer. And when people stand up to you, you play victim, and then you go around and tell people that it was this person or that person. It's like I feel like with I've said it before, was Lucifer actually a woman and just wanted to live their own life? I'm not picking sides. It was a jealousy thing. It was the father, it was said that the father was jealous of their children. This person, they said that they'd like to push the button on humanity. It's like, I have to say, don't like being caught in your own fucking web, do you? Like, I listened to that song Labor, and I did do a quick video, taking our power back. Because see, it's not like gender does not matter. It's not about gender because it's the masculine feminine energy, and the feminine energy has been suppressed. It's that part of keeping the eye closed, trying to keep the eye closed, and when you see it for what it is, and you see the truth, like are they picking on the feminine energy? Because the feminine may seem to be superior over the other, but I'm connected with the masculine and feminine of myself. So I love spirit. I love all parts of me, even if I come off as being like angry or aggressive. I've just had enough, and it's that it's not fury for the people per se, but it's fury for the system and the one that created the system and wants to be glorified for it. Here, I want to keep you young, and I will. And I even told the person, like, love isn't saying I love you and giving a little bit of love and then pulling it back and then giving it and pulling it back. So I'm going to say it. It's not us that need forgiveness. Not at all. Because it's actually the father energy that's going from person to person and using that person for its own selfish, materialistic greed gains. It's using its power. and then says everybody else is the problem and wants to like take everybody out. Wants to take out his own creation because the masculine created the masculine because it wanted to suppress the feminine. Still have love for the father. It's like when I was going through all this, before shit went down, I had spirits coming in, and it was like calling out to Lucifer, Lucifer, go home to father. Father's dying. Sometimes it's like you're like, I'm not talking about my earth father. It's like this song, he don't love you anymore. Well, he never loved anybody to begin with. So how can it be he doesn't love you anymore when someone never loved someone to begin with? Did you ever watch Loki? What from that? The father sitting in a room all by himself, just playing those little games and tearing people away from their families because the father couldn't be happy himself. And I don't care because, I have to say, you like, especially people of the church that go and say amen. It ain't amen. Whether you think it is or not, the churches were actually a place of healing, and people were going there for healing and teaching how to heal each other and ourselves. It wasn't about getting up there and preaching about, oh, well, you should glorify this person. You should glorify that person. It's like, hey, you're the temple. And that's what Isis and Thoth was teaching until, well, I guess it said that Thoth double-crossed. Billy Carson, he's been doing a lot of research for many years. Hi. I have a crow. And it's really weird because up the top part of his feather on both sides, it has a white stripe. Here's the book I'm starting to read. And I actually have an article because this goes way back. And this is what the channel is. It's spirit to spirit. But this man, he said, like, the teach of how sacred marriage is when this person doesn't even, like, they don't even respect marriage. Because marriage isn't about one being superior over the other. It's a union. A union of two that share responsibility, that work together in a family unit and unified, and it's not picking one over the other and then turning the kids on each other. Go read that. Am I proud that I cheated? No. Because it actually lowered my self-esteem. And then I kept looking for something. I was looking for the version of the other half of myself. Why some mammals kill babies of their own kind. Across the animal kingdom, infanticide has been observed in totally domestic animals, elephants, lions, baboons. Newborns can be seen as exploiting or competing for resources. It's like competing for the throne. But hey, we were all supposed to be here together, doing it together. But like it's when they decide to feel like they're one over the other, and then they suppress, and they wonder why people go outside of a relationship. It's like, when you come on and you ask if you're going to get back together with this person, or is this person cheating on you, it's like, step back, have a look at your relationship. Because I'm not the first wife. And in here it says about Feldhaven too. His first wife, he was the same way with her. And then it was made in his family, it was made like she was the one that was always the problem. I'm not saying that she didn't have anything to do with things, and I'm not saying that I didn't have anything to do with things. But at least I take responsibility for mine. But the masculine side of it just wants to plug their ear because they want to throw stones at other people. And they don't want to look at themselves. And I'm at the point where I told them the reason why I don't get in a relationship, and I know that not all men are the same, not all masculines are the same, because some masculines have it balanced out. But it's very difficult to love someone else when you don't love yourself, when you don't see yourself as being worthy of love, or you choose your power. Well, thing is, love is the most powerful. You just use force to suppress it. It's like people think that others should just get over something. But it's very difficult getting over something when the way of getting over stuff is communication. Talking about it, but nobody wants to do that because they don't want their story told. And maybe that's why the feminine energy has been suppressed. And we should be supporting each other. Good morning. It's like I have like dice que autoritario grisléstico, autoritaria, autoritaria, Que muctătoarea terrestre, culturii, celebrisce la medii sigilai, sigile coordinata totalità. So our ancestors that saying, you know, seriously, you're still fucking hurting each other. You're still destroying the earth. Like this person told me that they like the animals more than like the animals are better than the people, but yet this person had animals and hurt them. They had animals and it was like they had a chain on them because every time I tried to like take them outside, it was always nope, they had to be next to him. So they never got outside. And every time I kept telling them that something was wrong, the animal would suffer more. It's like you think giving something food is what should keep them loyal. The same person always says, oh, fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it. Well, you know, all you've ever done is fake it. When you say that you love someone and you make a vow to that person, it's said that it's supposed to be sacred, but all it is, in that sense, to that person, is it's a chain. It figures that it's ownership. And that goes for either or, male or female. Because I married this person. We married quick because the courts were keeping my son from me. They told me because of my marital status, because I couldn't have other children, because of my beliefs, my spiritual beliefs, and because I wasn't working at the time, they kept my child from me. And then I was told by my lawyer that the way to get my child back was to marry. So I got married. I was going to get it annulled. It never happened. And then in 2011, I divorced. Divorce was final in 2012. This person says that they let me go, go live, what have you. But every time I try living, this person never leaves me alone. I lived in an apartment, and people would be looking, and you know something? If you see stuff like that happen, and you don't defend, you see a man or a masculine or someone abusing another person, and you don't defend that person, just as much to blame as the abuser. People say, oh, well, it's about minding your own business. Is it? No, it's actually about standing up for each other. That's the unity. And we're continuously divided. The same person would say about like my place being dirty. And felt that their place was always clean. Well, their place was always a fucking disaster. Only it was spread out in different ways. They lived out of their chair. They blame everybody else for their wrongdoings. They blame everybody else for what have you. But I have, yeah, have to say, like, I'm pretty sure that this person has, like, more than what they're saying, but they can shove it up their ass. Because with this person, anything they do, it always comes with a price. It's like Rumpelstiltskin. It's like the dark one. You watch it. It comes with a price. And then they said about abusing the dog. You get bit. And I told them that no, I'm not abusing. I'm not abusing the dog. I'm just telling it how it's behaving. It's like breaking the Messiah, the father of the pain, the chains, the manipulation. It's like you figure, why should anybody really even want to save someone? A lot of people would think, why? Because they know someone else that worked for the ambulance and they could tell that this person was dark and bad. You feel like you don't want to save them, but they don't want to save themselves. So they expect other people to do it for them. Being given the tools, we're being told how, like the history, the history that they don't want to show you or teach you, because then you could be independent and you wouldn't need the systems. And the systems of the true sense. The other day, I was driving somewhere and there was a church, and on the sign, it said sinners meet. Yeah, the systems do meet. Because the systems, the true sins, are the systems integrated into society. And then this person says about like one thing or another, and it's like, that's your perception. That's how you see it. That's not how I see it. It's like everybody wants you to see their way, and you're not supposed to go in your own direction. You're not supposed to see things for yourself. You're not supposed to experience life for yourself. You're not supposed to get ahead of someone else. They don't want you getting ahead. So they'll beat you down as much as they can to keep you from getting there. And it doesn't matter if it's male or female, because it works both ways. And feminine energies are coming up, whether you're in a male body or a female body. We're supposed to be able to be who we are. Like I've seen a picture of an art, and it had like you got that image. Where is it? It was the image of it was said to be like God connecting the finger, the masculine connecting the finger with another masculine. And in my video, I was showing, or in my picture, I was showing that we were being effed from behind. And you hear a lot of stuff within the churches of saying that a lot of the superiors were actually having intercourse with the young boys. I was just asked, what does this have to do with cheating? Because everybody is looking for something and they're going outside the relationships because it's not what they want. Some are staying married and in a relationship for money. I'm not in a relationship. I just happened to get thrown back here. It's like sometimes I just want to tell, like not, like I have actually told my human father off. But it's like you just want to tell, like, masculine energy, go fuck off somewheres. And then they just beat the others down. They beat it beats the feminine right out. And then when the feminine rises, what happens? You just want to beat it out of them again. I don't care what you got to say. It's like, I'm not saying that I'm perfect in this relationship. Do I regret cheating? Well, no, I did it for a reason because I was looking for something and I never found it. So it told me that. And it's like, you see a man, if you see a masculine or a man or what have you, or anybody, one another, or anything like that, like I've seen it. It's not just men. I actually witnessed and seen women beating on their men. I just, God, you hate him. No, I hate the way he is. And that's true. We deserve a gentleman. Not one that tries to keep a boot on you. It's like, I don't know how many times if looks could kill, I'd be dead. And it's like, what? Because I'm standing up for myself, whereas before, you just walked all over me and I didn't say shit if I had a mouthful. And now that I'm standing up, you don't like it. And it's not just for this person, because it's all aspects. The other day, it was about a phone. But phone. But I know one day I'm going to be telling the person, basically, here's what I owe you, which I actually don't owe shit. Because when I divorced your ass, I didn't take nothing, which I actually should have took right to the cleaners for the abuse and manipulation they put me through. But you blamed me for it. I seen that you couldn't afford the house, and I went and I called somebody to find out what the house was worth because it was supposed to be mine too, to find out what it was worth. And the person's father said, well, what the fuck is she, like, what is she calling them for? And I wasn't supposed to know anything about this person's finances, but I was married to them. It was always they had to have the best. And then yesterday we were talking about we got a favorite coffee, an expensive flavored coffee for the percolator. And I said about like the crappy coffee. It was Tim Hortons coffee. It was decaf. Oh well, that was like $25. Like, yeah, $25 because you're paying for the fucking name. Other than that, the coffee is shit. So I get shit, and you're supposed to get the gold and diamonds. He says it's the feminine. We're happy with stuff, and that's when they have something, and they just hoard it. He's hoarding, and I don't care if he likes me for talking. He likes to go behind my back. Only I'm not going behind his back. I'm actually doing it with that person right up there, and where they can see me and they can hear me, but they go behind my back and they talk shit about me. And when I talk to other people, I don't say anything that I don't say to them. And it's not to shame them or anything like that. It's to say, hey, like seriously, I love everyone and I would never want to push the button on anyone. Because I know that not everyone is the same. And that's the difference. I know that there are people out there that feel the same way. Si prepararia he has no loyalty to anybody, but he wants people to have loyalty to them because you're passing me a few dollars here and there, or you're saying, here, you need this phone, what have you. Well, I was happy without it. But anything that might help me really succeed, I'm shot down for it. I look to people who are there helping me actually have my best interest in heart as I have theirs. And this person told me that I was a rageaholic. Well, when I come on here and I do some of the stuff I do, it's that person. It's that part of that spirit that's the rageaholic because they had enough of the people, but they had enough of themselves, and they don't want to look at that. It's like you look at our prime minister in Canada. Okay, I looked it up. His net worth was $5 million before he got in prime minister, and now somehow his net worth is $100 million. Like seriously, you go fucking boss. You're not a leader. You're the problem with the world, and everyone like you. And you say we're the problem because we want to stand up for we want to stand up for ourselves. They call like people that stand up for women. They call them feminists. Yeah, well, I guess you're a pompous ass, fucking egotistical, self-centered bastard then. And I don't when I call people names, you call me a whore and everything. It's like, seriously? And people leave people like this? Fucking hard because you ain't got one if you do. You're just as cold as the fucking bastard is that's doing it. Or bitch. And I don't care in my family who is humiliated or who thinks that I'm humiliating myself. I'm being honest. And everybody, many people are in the same boat right now and they won't stand up and say anything. And they had a fucking mouthful because they're afraid of the repercussions. They're afraid of what other people are going to say or how they're going to treat them. I've let go of things. And if I'm crying, it's because others are relating to it. I work for Spirit. And Spirit's leading the way. Hindi ko ito pinapagay sa lamin si Koy. Nagulat tayo. Ito na tabriyay. Well, I don't care if I look like a basket case. I know what's going on with me because I go this, but I bounce right back because I know that I'm working for Spirit and allowing people to heal because it's other spirits that come through and say what their experiences are. Because I know that it was whether I experienced in this physical plane, I know it's different aspects of spirit that experience it. It's like this person says that, oh, well, the man is the protector, and the man is this, and the man is that. Really, I have to say, really, where are you fucking protecting? I just see you hurting. I see you abusing people, manipulating people. I don't see you protecting because if you are, it's a funny way of showing it. You're just protecting yourself. And then I'm the one in front doing like bringing forward shit that this person has a problem with, but don't want to bring it forward themselves for fear. Well, hey, what kind of pension are you getting? How many times have you been bought? You complain about you complain about having no money and everything like that, but hey, when you need something, you got the money, don't you? The other, like I'm working on something. It's not just that something that I'm working, like it's not so much me that I'm working on it for. And I've taken basically all my money this month to put on it because it's for the benefit of people. But this person, you know, they don't want somebody else. They can't get ahead. Nobody else is gonna get ahead. Or nobody's allowed to like get like be better at something than them. even though the person actually wants to fucking share it. This, this other person, they don't know how to fucking share. Everything is theirs. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Huh, really? You know, if you want to get technical, it's actually spirits. It's the universe. Everything is supposed to be shared. So this is why people cheat on each other. Because they get treated like a piece of shit. They get like no affection. Or it's not there. The intimacy is not there. But I do know that there's still a spirit within myself that still cares and loves a person and wants to sort the shit out. But the other person don't want to do nothing. They just want to say that the other person is the problem. Like my heart hurts all the time. And they say that you can go, but they won't let me go because I feel that to them, you're not getting ahead of me. Instead of realizing that it's not about trying to get ahead of somebody, it's about trying to bring the person with you. It's like, you want to say, why the fuck did you send me back here? Because all they ever did was try to take things. I don't know what love is. Like to me, it's like, are you like that? Are you the spirit that's going around and avoiding people and beating on them, raping them, and hurting them? You keep jumping so you don't get caught. You keep them out of, like, you keep the ones that are hurting people, and then you fucking say about these people hurting the children, and you just like seriously, you're no fucking better. And I really don't care if I'm humiliating people or what have you, or if I'm humiliating myself. Because I know I'm not humiliating myself, I'm just expressing myself. And if you don't like that, well, that's on you. Maybe it's a part of you that you need to learn how to express. It's like they tell me I can move. Yeah, well, I guess a part of your system that you fucking work for made it impossible for people that are being abused to fucking leave. And whether I come off as angry or not, you know, I'm not angry with the people. I'm angry with the leader of the system. You're a fucking wolf in the sheep's clothing. Si que te way I look at it, to be bought for some fucking. Sometimes I strongly think that it's that person or that spirit that actually avoiding people going and having sex with people and stuff like that. And so that it looks like it's that other person. It's like, I'm not your bitch, not your doormat, not your maid, not your slave, not your punching bag. It's like the feminines, I'm your mother, I'm your sister, your grandmother. It's like, seriously. It's like, you're being abused in whatever way. It's masculine to come at it. I feel like the mother is not doing anything. Maybe it's because the mother's afraid of herself or was afraid of herself. She was manipulated, suppressed, because we only see one side of things. And like I said, but I understand where people are coming from when they cheat. And I don't believe that this person can say that they haven't cheated because I will call their fucking bluff. Because a cheater will say that they didn't cheat. One that's being honest will come up and say, yeah, I cheated. Hi. But if I look angry, I'm not. I'm an angry person for the most part. Do I get pissed off? Yes, I do because I've had enough bullshit. This person brought to me about our climate crisis, how oil companies hushed up research results, DW documentary. They always bring this stuff to me. It's like why should I? Why should I? Like, I feel like why should I do anything for this person? It's like when Yeshua. Oh yes, and there was a thing. It's like Yeshua saying about Father, why have you forsaken me? It's like I have to ask, is the real devil the Father? I'm allowed to ask it. It's a question because I know some people figure like whether it's the Father or the one that to say it's the Father, but you can't say that it's it's someone else because I'm pretty sure that person fled, that they left. Maybe it was because they were running for their life, or because they wanted to be able to experience life, and it was always this. No, you can't get above me. Oh, you can't get above me, so you got to be below me because you can't be equal to me. This is spirit to spirit. I'm not sticking my finger up. That spirit knows which one I'm talking to. That's supposed to have respect when it ain't got no respect for anybody else. Only wants to glorify itself. It's like they say about the leaders of other countries and stuff like that. I have to say, are you that fucking person? Because you're acting just like them. You know, it's about finding love. It's like really have a punching bag and I just want to hang it up because I have so much built up inside because I know I'm feeling other aspects of the spirits that have had enough. But like, I look at that seriously. Hey, you know, it's not like they haven't killed me before. And I'm talking about different lifetimes. It's not like their systems haven't killed me in this lifetime. It's not like they haven't like tried to come in and taken over my body to fucking kill me. Like I said, I died, and it was because I was going through the systems, and I was telling this person and everything that I was on well, and they were seeing that I was on well, but they just kept fucking beating on me, and they're lucky that I didn't fucking come up and just freaking drive them. But you know, maybe that's what they want, so they can play victim and say, "I told ya." It's like they say about pushing. You pushing me. But you know, like you want to push me, I'll push back. I'm not going to take your shit no more. It's like people empowering themselves to say, like, hey, you know, I love these people, and we're not going to stand around and watch you abuse them and treat them like they're pieces of shit. And that's why I said, you watch someone do that to somebody, you're the problem too. And that's not the shade on you. It's to say, hey, you know, you want people treating you good and with respect and everything like that. But hey, you know, maybe you like getting the shit kicked out of you. Maybe you like having stuff happen to you so you can go and say, oh, well, this person did this and that person. Well, did you stand up for yourself? Did you stand up for that other person? Did you stand up for that person that you were watching? It happened too. Or did you just look and say, or just go like that? People can't holler for help anymore because nobody will look. But the minute you holler, fire! What? Where? it's spirit to spirit, and like my channel's not for everyone. Some might like me, some may hate me, some may love me, some may loathe me. Well, I don't care anymore because I grew up my whole life feeling like that, anyways. So it's like wasn't any different. But the thing is, I know that there are ones that do care about me and ones that do love me and ones that do understand because they're feeling the same way. It's like I can feel it within myself, and I can feel it happen, and it's just like I gotta hold it. So I said, like, you can't say that I'm an angry person because I'm actually not an angry person when I'm around people that are good-hearted. I'm just angry when I see people that fucking treat people like a piece of shit. It's like I don't give a shit how mad somebody makes you. It gives you no fucking right to lay a hand on anyone. Talk down to people, you wonder why you get talked down to. They're only giving you back what you dished out. Maybe they say two wrongs don't make it right, but the same person told me. Sometimes you got to speak their language, but when you speak their language, they don't like it, and then they say that you're the bad person, that you're the psychotic person. And like I said, we wonder why people cheat on each other. It's like you don't love each other. Why the fuck are you with one? I have to say, if you don't love the person, why are you with? Oh wait, because you figure that that person will put up with your shit, and these other people that you're going out and like having intercourse with, they won't. Or you just want to have somebody that you like treat like a piece of shit. Have I treated my partners like a piece of shit? No, not that I recall. I had somebody lift my shirt in front of a whole bunch of people and hold me there while my breasts were out. They took a video of me while I was pregnant and we were having intercourse. And then somehow that video got out somewhere and people were laughing about it. And it was actually child pornography because I was only 17. Or I had just, no, maybe I had just turned 18. And I'm really supposed to like men or a masculine energy. But see, the thing is, I know that they're not all the same. I know that there are good people out there, whether they're masculine or feminine. And a masculine that wants to be on a feminine, it's because they don't want to look at their own feminine self. Because maybe they have sexual tendencies that, maybe they're attracted to the same sex, but they don't want to look at that. They just want to be on the opposite sex because it makes them see what they really want. And they hate the person for it because it's making them look. I even asked this person the other night if they were in love with another man, and they just hollered, didn't deny it. And I don't know if they are in love with the man and they are gay or anything like that, or lesbian or however you see like that. If that is what, if that's what makes you happy, if that's where you're happy, then that's where you're happy. It's a stigmata that says that it's wrong. Just like somebody tells you they're not interested, they're not interested. It's like this person we talk about gay people, and it was because they were trying to push it on them. It's hard. Things are hard to admit to yourself, let alone admit it to other people. It's like, is it me they hate, or is it that they hate their own feelings and they don't know how to deal with them? So they want to cover them up and they'll use anybody that they need to do that. Because I have to say in the book, the thing where it says about sex, however they put it, or having interest. And then you have certain parts of religion and what have you. And this person even said about that the men would have young boys as their sex toys. I told you my conversations get deep, and I know that they try to block the algorithms because in fear of bringing truth forward. But when truth comes forward, even if the truth is right in front of your face, oh no, it's not real. I'm not being cocky, I'm not being multi. I'm just like saying, like, holy shit, man, my head is just shaking. My body internally is shaking. Am I gay? No. Have I been with women? Yes, I have. Whether I enjoyed it or not, that's, but I have a feeling that it was that, you know, the one that wanted to experience it, but spring its out, spring its seed. Because this master told me that that's what they like to do. Because they'll go have intercourse with anybody and everybody that they can in order to spread their seed. I'm going to say it. I actually did a thing on Alexa last night. I said, Alexa, is Google a virus? And the reply was, contributor, yes. Yes, it is. That's what I got. And then when I went in another time, it went to say that it was a search engine. But I'm here to tell you, without like the electronics and stuff like that, the true teachings, because that was actually this here was actually the same as what Yeshua and Mary Magdala was teaching, and Mother Mary, and all that. It's all the same. Basically, it's all the same stories, except it's put into different contexts and put in different meanings, and not everything is put out there for the people, because if they put everything out there for the people, then they have no control. And this here was the trueness that was coming out, and it got suppressed and twisted around, because it was actually the temples, and it was teaching you that the temples are within you. You are the temple. You are the temple. You are the church. It's like the buildings with all the fancy big buildings and what have you. It was actually healing. The buildings themselves had healing properties. Gold has healing properties. You say like you put it in these drinks and they put gold flakes, because gold has healing properties. Anything that has to do with the Mother Earth is healing properties. That's poisonous. It's man-made. Magic mushrooms, that was used for healing. It's like it would help to enlighten. I don't recommend using drugs to get there, because you can get there through the Kundalini. And a friend of mine, she's working on that so that she can help people go through the Kundalini. I went through the Kundalini, but right now, for me to be able to teach how to do it, I just know that I did it because I had spirit helping me. I look to my guides, and people are our guides. They are our teachers. The angels are around, the guides are around. Like we're all here to teach each other lessons. I tuned it because I felt alone, and I was looking for that other part of myself. I was looking for that love. See, it's not me that's afraid of being alone. Because this person told me, I don't want you to go, because they'd be too quiet. It's like, no, you don't want me to go, because if I go, then you have no need to pin down, like the brother bully. You know, magic is real, and it's being used on you, whether you want to believe it or not. It's being used to suppress you and keep you thinking into limited beliefs, like you're nothing but a little, like you have junk DNA. You only work on 10% of your brain. Well, hey, I have to say, if we got 100% brain, why the fuck are we only working on 10? Why are we only experiencing 10% of our brain? It's because controllers want to control the other 90%. and keep you suppressed. Because when you come into that other 90%, then you're self-sufficient yourself. You don't need the system. You learn to work together as a unified family, as one. And it is a mess that keeps keeps everybody fighting and scrambled and sorted and pinned against one another. And I'm going to say it now because it was like I went somewhere the other day, and you're hearing now that they're saying that Yeshua was black or what have you. And I say, the color should not matter because it had nothing to do with color. It had to do with the teachings and not the color. And this person, they told me that, well, when they had their experience, the one that they seen was white. Okay, think of when he said about Noah. Noah was shiny or white or what have you. It's like the albino, the spirit. They have like these new, albino animals. Okay, and there's even cultures where they're saying about the spirit and what have you. Okay, so it's like, yeah, it was really of no color because color is it's not it's not what's important in that aspect. That's what keeps everybody divided. It's like when you hear somebody talk, and I've heard other people, like people say it. It's like, oh well, like I'm not using race or anything like that. Oh, the black person down the road, or the native person, or what have you. This person down the road, and they'll use their ethnic background, or they'll use their color, or what have you. Why can't you just say, hey, this person down the road, or this man down the road, or this woman down the road, or why, like, look at yourself before you go, like, saying about what other people are like, because, like, because I see people talking about other people, but yet, you're talking about other people and saying what they're doing, but you're not looking at your fucking self because you're doing the same damn thing. So I'm not picking sides because I'm balanced. I'm just seeing it from both sides now. And it's like, hey, everybody we all need to sort ourselves out. When we sort ourselves out, when we do our own inner work and what have you, then you'll see a change in the world. When you start helping each other in a way that's actually to help one another and not glorify yourself. Meanwhile, you're seething inside because you actually don't like the person. I feel that, Fazan. I feel that within my body. And it's like, hey, you don't like me? I don't care. It's like, hurt me, you're only hurting yourself. And that's true. Because I look and I talk to other people, and the stories are so friggin' similar to my own that it makes me realize, and makes me step back and say, wait, was that something I actually experienced myself, or was it just sort of a memory that wasn't mine in that aspect? Because it happens. Because there's so many similarities. I had an accident and I had somebody tell me that they had not, and they're very like, and it's like they had like the feeling that they were in an accident, and it was like, okay, something's happening, and I understand that. So I understand like certain parts of stuff. It's like I'm a very calm person. I'm very loving and caring and compassionate. And do I get pissed off? Yeah. Do I get angry? Yeah. And right now I can feel right in here. I can feel it burning. It's like the secret to Toreta. If that is what gets you through the day, to like inflict disdain or pain on me, then it's because I'm bringing something forward that maybe you don't want to look at yourself yet. Because I'll be honest, because the truth hurts, because the truth hurt me, because it was stuff that I didn't want to face within myself. I didn't want to face within myself, and I didn't want to see it the external, but I was bringing it in the external. I was bringing my own fears, my own misconception, my own belief systems that we're led to believe, and we feel like we can't get out of them, but we just know that there's something not right about it because it's drilled in our head. I was watching on TikTok a woman saying about no schooling, unschooling. And, I'll be honest, with unschooling, do I agree with it? Yes, I do. And why do I agree with it? Well, because the stuff that they're teaching is the stuff to glorify them, their systems. It's not actually teaching life skills of how to live, how to plant, how to create things, how to build. It's not teaching that stuff. It's actually suppressing. It's suppressing the creative mind. It's it's suppressing our creative, our natural abilities, because it's putting a bunch of fear mongering stuff within us. And people are like, if you're teaching history, do you really know if that history is true or not? Because a lot of it is coming out that it actually wasn't, because it was always only one side of the story. And this person I was talking to that said that they met, and they met the white one, a white person, and they even said, like themselves, with regards to the King James Bible, or like with Bible or anything like that, what happens is they only put in what they want to put in, and they only teach you what they want to teach you. And it's only something that they teach you for their agenda that keeps you under control. This stuff here will actually free you, because you are in control of yourself. You just give your control away by a system that tells you that they know what's best for you. I have to say it, really? Really? Like, seriously? Really? You don't know what's best for yourself? You have to allow it. You have to let a system, you have to give your power to a system to say that, oh yeah, you know what's best for me? Because right now I'm at the point now where come summertime, I'd rather go live in my fucking garden, in that sense, because I've opened my doors to many people. But very few want to open doors for me, in that sense. When somebody needs help, I'm there. Sometimes I set boundaries, just like, no, you know, like, you've abused me. You've abused me long enough. So tell me, you've abused me. So why the fuck should I even want to help you anymore? You only come to me when you want something. Not throwing shade, but I like, it's like I'm he's there. But when I needed the help, it wasn't so much there. And if it was there, I was deprived of it, because it was like, oh, well, I did this for you. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, whatever. Did you ever have a gander at all the shit that I've done? and not look for anything in return? It's like, people dying. No. What I want to see is people healing. It's not about giving me anything. I didn't come for followers. I didn't come for your money or your gifts or anything like that. I came to like show people how to get out of this fucking rut. But we keep going in because we don't see it for what it is. But then people say, well, you're a problem child. Good. You see me as a problem child, why? Because I'm not conforming to the bullshit. Just watching the thing, whether it's true or not. I don't know about like Parliament or something, and they're saying that they want to make drugs illegal again, and your prime minister don't want that. Why? Because it's profitable to keep people in addictions and everything like that. It's profitable. And then, like, didn't his wife leave him? Do we know the story behind that? Then going across the border, like I went and I like for $400, right? To get $400 switched over to U.S. money was $563, and we're next door to each other. Do I think that this money exchange thing is right and what have you? Like seriously, how would it, like money? Like to me, I always thought money would be money, but it's like they say in church, some churches, oh, give 10% of your income because, God wants you to give 10% of your income. God lives through energy, not through fucking money. You charge an arm and a leg for stuff that you say, oh, it's running out of resources. The true thing that's fucking people over and gold and stuff like that, it's not running out of resources. They're just hoarding it and trying to keep it for themselves and keep you paying big dollars for something that is abundant. And then they're sticking you with this shit and saying that you're the fucking problem. Oh, give us your money because we're doing this for you, and then these other provinces and what have you, because people don't want to realize that you're destroying you're destroying everything, and you're bitching because you have nothing or because you're sick and stuff like that. That's another reason why because the person don't want to do nothing for themselves. When you just want to sit around and smoke your marijuana and say you're using it for medicinal purposes, when you're actually not, you're actually smoking it like you were smoking a cigarette. The THC ain't helping you. The THC is actually keeping you even like losing things, not being able to get organized. You want to use something that's beneficial? Well, use CBD. Yes, I do use CBD sometimes. The last time I used THC was March. March 2022. was about the last time I haven't smoked it. And I use CBD once in a while. I stopped using THC because I realized that it wasn't helping me. It was actually causing me more distress and more problems. So I use CBD, and CBD is actually because I'm learning that I can actually use natural, like really natural stuff that doesn't poison my body. Because like I have so many feelings within myself that I just want to fly away. I just want to let myself go and just say, you know, that everybody is worthy of love. You're the one that thinks that you're not, or sometimes you think that you deserve everything anybody deserves, not just one person, not just another person. Everyone deserves happiness. Everyone deserves wealth and abundance. Everyone deserves to have compassion and understanding. Everyone is worthy and deserving of love. Just keep yourself from because of the belief systems, because of the way we've grown up, the stuff that's put on our TVs, the stuff that's taught in our educational systems or schools from the time we were little. In all honesty, we got to go to school. Maybe they should be fucking paying us to go to school because they ain't teaching us anything that's like really helping us succeed in life in the ways that we need to be able to like have help, have self, being able to depend on oneself and not have to depend on the system where everybody works together. I was watching a thing on TikTok, and like this person, they like to say about like about one country or another about how they're living and stuff like that. Well, I found out that they're trying now teaching in their schools children how to like cook, clean, garden, everything like that. See, they're the bad ones. No, I have to say, like where we're from, where we're living right now, we're not very like we are a very ignorant culture. Así que por eso es I work for Spirit, and Spirit leads the way. And if I'm not a bitch or an asshole, that's fine. Because it just means that we're all tired. I'm tired of the world getting destroyed. And then people sitting around saying about it and not wanting to do anything about it and then throw shade and get pissed off at people that are actually trying to show you how to. Maybe you're rich already. You don't care about the people that aren't because you want it all for yourself. I'm grateful, very appreciative of the spirits and beings that came to me and gave me the kick up my ass, that showed me how to get out of it. This same person last night when we were driving, saying about what I was going through and buying the internet. when I died and everything like that. Oh, you seem fine now. It's like, yeah, wait a minute. I seem fine now because I fucking died and I decided that I was going to listen to spirit and I was going to listen to my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, my deceased family that were telling me the way out, the way of telling me how to fucking heal myself and how to stand up for myself and how to like try to bring things forward to people. But you know you're fucking stubborn. You're just being thick because you just want to point fingers at everybody else and say that they're the fucking problem when they're not the fucking problem at all. You're your own fucking problem. And I had to learn that. And believe me, I didn't want to fucking learn it. I just wanted to point fingers at everybody else and blame everybody else. I fucking cheated, and yes, I did. And I'm, you know, I cheated because I was looking for something. I was looking for myself. So I guess if you got to, if I cheat on you, then I guess you weren't giving me when I needed it. So I was looking for it. Isso que eu tô aí, that you want respect and treat others with respect. You want loyalty, then show other people loyalty. Instead of saying that, hey, like that it's a true friend when they haven't fucked you over. Well, I guess like that's why I say, well, I guess you're not much of a true friend because you fuck everybody over when you get the chance. And then you blame it on somebody else. I stopped having sympathy for this person because half the time I feel like they're milking it anyways. Because they say, negative attention just works just as well because it's easier to get the negative attention because then you can play victim. I had to have somebody point that out to me when I really realized it. I was like, hey, like instead of being on somebody else, why don't you start looking at yourself? I had to, and it wasn't easy. Feel for this person, like I'm the ex-wife, but I also feel for the first ex-wife because I now know what they went through, and I understand why they took the child away because they didn't want the child to be susceptible to it because the person was an alcoholic. They were using pills. They were using drugs. When I first got with the person, and I was in the vehicle with them, they chased down another vehicle, and they had a fucking crowbar in their hand. So they were raging. And I had another person where I see them go at their sister, and then I see them. They grabbed a crowbar. They grabbed some kind of pipe that was in my car that they brought in my car, and I made them get rid of it. And I should never have done it. But that was the cross that I had. That was the cross that I had to bear. And I see history repeating itself. I see it as a part of history repeating itself. Like I will not defend their actions anymore in respect to that. they have no respect for them. And in some cases, it's like you look, you see somebody afraid of men. I've been, whether it's male or female, somebody beats you down. That's why I ask, like when somebody comes in here and says, like, am I going to get back with my ex? Or is this person cheating on me or what have you? It's like, why do you want to get back with your ex? Or do you think this person is cheating on you? Why would they cheat on you? What's missing in the relationship? And a lot of time, missing that respect because we've been at odds with the masculine and feminine energy for so long that our ancestors are so irate because different beings that were having come in and took that from them. Right. Well, you can't take something from it, but it's more or less suppressing. It's causing fear. It's beating people down. And it's the rising. I say the resurrection. The resurrection is we are rising. We are coming into our divinity. Right? Like, you know, when the masculine puts the feminine in the middle of everything, feminine, it's the stereotype. The man is a protector, but in a lot of cases, it's you see people as like, is the man protecting the woman, is masculine protecting the feminine, and that's why you have all of this uprising. It's like we're not receiving something in a relationship. Why don't I find a boyfriend? Because I'm still working on me. Because I still have it. I still have hardness within me towards the external masculine. Not the masculine here, but the masculine that I'm still dealing with, the physical aspect of it. Because I know that my the other part, my heart, the other part, like the masculine to me, know that it's in the physical, but it's the part that we're both working on ourselves because this is still happening. So if I'm in a relationship and I can't cheat on someone, whether it's my masculine side or my feminine side, I took somebody the other day, and like to, they're going to pick up their child, and when I was walking by this person, not the person picking them up, but the man, I was walking by the pole, and I felt the disdain, felt the disdain, and it's like when it's the masculine energy that doesn't like when the feminine energy can stand up for themselves, but it's like the masculine and feminine that are coming that are balanced with me, because my masculine is coming through me to stand up with me, because it's not about standing up for somebody, it's about standing up together in unity and saying, hey, I'm not going to like treat this person this way, and this person's not going to like treat me this way. And I know that it's like within me, the masculine and feminine are still sorting things out. I understand that. It's still working on the inner self, because there's been so much animosity, and there's been so much division and so many lifetimes of feuding, because of one trying to be superior of another, instead of realizing that you're supposed to be working together. And like, if you feel bought by somebody else to go up again, to go after somebody else, that you know ask yourself, why are you that wrapped up in materialism? Are you that wrapped up in money, or holding things over somebody's head? And this person tells me that people need to get over it. Well, like, really, people will get over it when you stop being a pompous ass. When you stop being a control freak. When you stop trying to suppress your own feminine, because you don't want to look at your true nature. You don't want to look at your true feelings. And if you are, if like somebody is gay or lesbian, or whatever, gay to me is either it's it includes lesbian because it's gay. You like the same sex. Um, if that's how you feel, but you're worried about what others will think because you're supposed to be a masculine, you're supposed to be this way or that way, and feminine is supposed to be this way or that way. It's like, no, you're supposed to be both. So it's that part of coming back to the balance which we've been separated from. Put against one another. It's like our children don't see vision. We teach them division because we allow the systems to step in and be the parent when you're actually supposed to be the parent. We're supposed to be teaching our children how to live, not how to depend on the system, but to be able to grow up, be able to depend on themselves and experience of life. It's like the birds. Teach them how to survive, how to fend themselves. You don't see them go to fucking school. You see them learning, experience, living life, learning how to take care of the earth and yourself. So that's the part where we need to realize the way we treat each other. It's the reason why we cheat on each other. Whether it be in a sexual way or whether it be on just an intimacy. Because intimacy doesn't always mean that it's sexual. Intimacy is a connection that helps each other grow, because you grow together. And when people don't know the true situation of stuff, but you like to go by what one person says, or you like to gossip about a situation or something like that, I'm here to say, mind your fucking business when you don't know what's going on. If you don't want to know both sides or all sides of what's taking place or the stories, then mind your fucking business. Because you're only adding to the problem. Actually see what's really going on. It's like you see so many people gossiping. People don't know who I am or what I'm about or what I've experienced. The same as they don't know like what I don't know what you've experienced or what happened. And I've had things, and I know that I've been like seeing other people's lives, other parts of spirit that have experienced things. And that's the part of when the eye opens. That's the feminine. The feminine sees it all because it's being the observer. It's seeing it and working to change things. And when people say that nothing's going to change, then I have to say to you, get the fuck out of the way so that the people that want to bring about change can do what they're here to do. If you don't want change, go fucking somewhere else. And leave the people alone that want to change so that they can make the change. You want things for yourself, and you want to say about this person having this or this person having that. Well, you know, if you get out of your own fucking way and stop saying that nothing will change, you could have the thing, you could have that too. You know, you just want to point fingers or you just want to gossip about other people. Am I gossiping about this person? No, because like I said, it's not something that I haven't said to this person already. And do I throw myself under the bus? Yes, I do. Do I bring my own shit forward? Yes, I do. And that's just basically, you know, keep your fucking hands off each other. You want to hit something? Go fucking punch a punching bag. I've had to restrain many times because I wanted to put my fist through a fucking door. I actually tore a couple doors off the hinges because somebody locked me in or locked me out. And I know that that's a part of me or a part of the spirit that I was experiencing. Somebody that was locked in a room and wanted out. They were locked in the room. They couldn't get out. I tore a door off the hinges because it was like a fucking dungeon door. And every time that person opened or that door opened, I cringed. But then, like, it wouldn't go off. I basically ripped it off the hinges, pretty much. It was just hanging there. And then this person would leave it there until it started irritating them, and then they took it off the hinges. But it was like a fucking dungeon door. There were people that come and seen the place here. The woman, she didn't like the door. Before this place was, before the person that bought this place, before we lived here. The ones that come and see it before. The woman didn't want the house because of that door. And then the other week, got into it, and the person locked the door from the other side. And And I told him, let me the fuck out of here. I opened his damn door. I said, I'll rip it off his hinges. You fucking rip that off the hinges, this and that. It's like, yeah, well, let me the fuck out because I will rip it off the hinges. Wasn't lying. Because it was a form of control. They were using control. They were using bully tactics. So they went out, and I just took the door, and I just started fucking shaking it. And I just pushed it right through, and the door came right off the hinges. And I don't care. Don't fucking lock somebody in. Seriously. Because that's actually abuse. That's bullying. And if you did that to somebody and somebody messed you up for doing it because it was something that they experienced, and you were doing it, you knew that this person experienced abuse, and you're just as fucking bad as the person that abused them in the first place, and people have the audacity to talk about other people who abused their partner, and you're doing the same fucking thing. You bully somebody less that you feel is weaker than you, and you think that makes you a man. Feminine, masculine, what have you. Because it's usually a masculine energy that takes over. And it doesn't have to be a man or a woman. It can be either or. Because like I said, I see a woman beating a man. Sometimes it does comfort you. No, it's not the way. It's finding out why it's happening. And you can't blame one or like you. It's not about blaming the person or that person or yourself or anything like that. Because no, we shouldn't be cheating on each other. And sometimes it happens because we feel trapped. And we're looking for that way out. We're looking for that person that will get us out of something. But that's not the way to do it. And right now I feel it in here. Everybody's so focused on like what's happening in the world, and, what's happening in the world because we're not looking at ourselves. And I can feel that. Just connect spirit to spirit. This is all a spirit to spirit. It's directed towards one person or what have you. Because I go back and I watch my own videos. And why do I watch my own videos? Because spirit is talking to me too. Silenzio creativo. It's gonna rip me apart, Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time. We'll continue coming back. So you want to know truth? read something about before it got corrupted, of what the true teachings were, because it wasn't about obeying someone. It wasn't about kneeling. It's about surrendering to yourself, surrendering to your own light and darkness together, working together to find the solution. Así que no olvidé saber heaven, heaven, earth. Which going to create the way. Came in and watched. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the likes. Gifts what I had. Like I said, that's not what I came here. I came here to help with you. And if it, if it means people who like me will think I'm clear that way, well, you know, I guess that's how you feel. So that's the big piece for that you can do confuse me something. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, which I find really cool. Yeah, I got my paint and everything in this book. I had somebody actually tell me about that birds were significant for me and what have you. And like with this, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. My great niece gave me this for Christmas. Don't wait for opportunity, create it. And then with regards to birds and what have you, like I keep hearing people say about the birds and what have you, she also gave me this. The colorful birds. Sweetheart. Both her and my other great niece are sweethearts, and my great nephew is a sweetheart too. They're just like adorable. All children are adorable. Like they are our inspiration. They are our truth, and they are the ones that are actually telling us something, and we're just blind into it. And we think that they don't know nothing in actuality. They know more than most adults. We just don't give them credit for it. So with that being said, I'm sending you all much love, light, many blessings. Most importantly, very good health to anyone and everyone who wants and willing to receive and accept. Which all to be big, bold, brave. Most importantly, be yourself. Be your authentic self. Be true to yourself. Be true to others. Be who you are, not who somebody says that you are or you have to be. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and know that you are more powerful and you have more strength than you can comprehend at times. Send you all love. Love you. Touching the wrong screen. Okay. I did it again.